Those 5 seconds usually look harmless. A quick sure, a quick smile, a quick it's fine. And then you spend the rest of the day feeling tight, sharp, flat, or guilty because in that tiny moment you taught your body again that you come last. Welcome to Laughed Without Losing Yourself. This is for the woman who is capable, responsible, and outwardly composed, but inside she feels emotionally worn out in a way she can't always explain. February is about emotional regulation and self-trust in action. And I'm not going to approach it as an idea, but I am going to approach it in real life. And today I want to do something different. I'm not going to teach you or talk to you on how to set boundaries. I'm not going to talk about how to communicate better. I want to name what this pattern does to your emotional health, because a lot of women are living with the symptoms and blaming their personality. What I am going to talk about today is a mirror, not a diagnosis. I am going to give you 6 emotional signs that you are paying emotionally for those 5-second moments. The moments where you override yourself to stay liked, stay calm, stay easy, stay in control. As you listen, please don't try to fix it yet. Just notice what hits, because the moment you can name it, you stop making it mean something is wrong with you. Let me give you a simple picture to hold in your mind. Imagine a woman that starts her day already full. A message comes in, it may be from work, family, from her partner, someone or something that needs something. Automatically, she answers quickly. She smooths it, she handles it. By midday, she becomes irritable. By evening, she's numb. At night, she's replaying conversations in her head. That's not life being hard. That's an emotional hangover from 5-second moments where she doesn't think about herself at all. The responses are automatic, and the consequences are far more harmful than she realizes. I want you to keep that in mind as we go through the signs. So, what are these 6 emotional signs? Let's talk about them. The first sign, low-grade dread before the day even begins. This sign looks like this. You wake up and you are already bracing. There isn't a crisis to handle, but your body expects it. It expects needs, messages. It expects that people will reach out and want things from you. And without realizing it, you are waiting for something to happen. And this is a negativity. This is conditioning. Your system has learned, stay ready, stay useful, stay ahead, stay alert. And it often comes from years of being the woman who makes things easier for everyone else. The second sign, irritability that doesn't feel like you. You are usually patient, warm, competent, but lately you find yourself being sharper. You get short-tempered. You feel annoyed by small things. You have less tolerance, and then you feel guilty. But irritability is usually the end result of your inner no being ignored too many times. The third sign, Emotional numbness, where joy doesn't land properly. This one is subtle, and it scares women because it feels personal. You're functioning, you're doing what you need to do, you don't feel moved, you don't feel excited either. Even rest doesn't feel like rest. That can happen when you've been emotionally managing for too long, when you were holding yourself, editing yourself, staying pleasant, staying fine. So when this happens, your emotions go quiet. And when they go quiet long enough, your softness starts to feel far away. The fourth sign, feeling emotionally responsible for everyone. And this is the one I want to name clearly, because so many high-achieving women think is just being mature. I was one of them, unfortunately. You don't only manage tasks when you have this sign. You manage the emotional atmosphere. You notice who's off, who needs reassurance, who needs smoothing, what might upset someone, how to say it in a way that won't create friction. And let me tell you a secret, it's going to create friction. And how I know this? This is what I have been doing in my relationship. I've been monitoring my husband's mood swings, and I've been trying to create that ease for him, that reassurance to smooth the situation. But when we are doing this, what we are doing is to scan the tone, the mood, the reactions, and this is what keeps us and what keeps our system on alert all day. And this is where the emotional labor becomes our identity. The fifth sign, resentment, followed by guilt for having it. So you love your people, and still you feel this anger under the surface. And that feeling, this feeling that you are feeling, is quiet resentment. It shows up when you realize you are carrying more than you should, or when you notice you're always the one adjusting, or when you've been understanding for too long. Resentment is data. It's showing you where you are giving from fear instead of choice. Your body knows the difference, even when your mind tries to justify it. So pay attention to the signals. And the last sign, number 6, rumination and quiet loneliness. And I'm putting these together because they usually travel as a pair. You replay conversations, you rewrite messages in your head. You wonder if you sounded too much, too cold, too emotional, too direct. And that constant self-editing is exhausting. And underneath, it is something deeper. It's a quiet loneliness, because if you're always adjusting yourself to be acceptable, you are rarely letting yourself be known. You are not authentic. People meet the fine version of you, the capable version, the easy version. And the cost of being the easy version is often being unseen. I want to do a quick check-in. If you have 3 or more of these signs, dread, irritability, numbness, emotional responsibility, resentment, rumination, loneliness, it's not just stress. It's a self-trust issue showing up as emotional symptoms because you've been overwriting yourself on repeat. And here's the connection. All of these signs are reinforced by 5-second moments where you override what you know. When you say yes too quickly, when you swallow the sentence you wanted to say, when you stop yourself from expressing your truth, when you soften your truth so nobody feels uncomfortable, when you manage their emotions instead of honoring your own, and your body experiences that as loss of safety. It's not about a choice, it's loss of safety. That's why the symptoms don't go away when you take a weekend off, when you go on a 3-4 day holiday trip, when you go to a day spa. This week, I want you to practice something simple. Before you answer anything that costs you, I want you to pause for 5 seconds. And in those 5 seconds, I want you to ask these 3 questions. Question number 1, what am I feeling in my body right now? Am I feeling tightness, heaviness? Am I open? Am I calm? The second question, if I say yes, what emotion am I trying to avoid? Am I trying to avoid guilt, conflict, disapproval? What is it? And the last question, number 3, what is the cleanest, truthful sentence? And if you can't find the sentence in 5 seconds, I want you to use the default. Let me come back to you. This is a simple and honest reply, because those 5 seconds will determine if you're going to abandon yourself for someone else or stay true to what you need. And staying with yourself is a form of emotional regulation. If this episode felt uncomfortably familiar, don't brush it off. Your emotional health isn't failing you. What it does, it's informing you. And the fastest way to change this isn't to try harder. It's to identify the one situation where you keep overwriting yourself and build a response you can hold without the emotional hangover. If you want support to rewrite this in one real situation, book a 70-minute research session. We will pinpoint the exact moment you override yourself and build one clear response you can actually hold. And this is going to be without guilt, without over-explaining, and without abandoning yourself. The link is in the show notes. And for this week, take your 5 seconds. Stay with yourself. Talk soon.